All right, so this is chapter 2, lesson 1. So average monthly expenditures. So basically this entire lesson talks about record keeping and dealing with monthly expenditures and figuring out how much on average you spend on something a month and how much you can spend on something if you want to keep that monthly allowance. Okay, so record keeping is a way for you to manage your money. It involves keeping track of items you spend money on or your expenditures. Okay, so during a period of time. So an expenditure is basically just money that you spend. The tool you use is a budget sheet on which you record your expenses, usually on a monthly basis. By budgeting, you can find out how you have spent your money and how much money you need for living expenses. So living expenses include food, utility bills, and pocket money. You record your expenditures on a notepad, on a computer spreadsheet, on the day you make them, or really any day at all. At the end of the day, you will have a record of what you have spent. And at the end of the month, you can group them together and total them. Then you can calculate your average monthly expenditure. So your average monthly expenditure is the sum of your monthly expenditures divided by the number of months. So if it's over 3 months, you divide by 3. With this information, you can make a budget, which is a plan for using money in a way that best meets your wants and your needs. Okay. So taking a look at example number 1, Selena and Trent Miller keep records of their expenditures. They want to know how much they spend each month on the average for various categories. Here are their records for 3 months. What is their average monthly electric bill? So here's their expenditures for 3 months, for July, for August, and for September. So they spent this total amount in July. They spent $2522.61 in August and $2,465.59 in September. We are dealing just with their electric bill. So we want to go through and we want to actually look at the electricity bill. So the electricity bill is right here for July, $121.47. Okay. Electricity, $153.56 and $125.88. So we add those together and then divide by 3 months. So $491 divided by 3 gives me an average monthly electric bill of $133.64. So when you're creating that budget, that's the amount that you would budget for. Around, I would probably go around $134, just rounding up. Okay, so that's about how much you would want to spend on your electric bill every month. Okay. So I want to use this figure to compute the average monthly expenditures for the following. Okay, so I want to compute for credit cards, for groceries, and for home repairs. So, okay. So looking at credit cards, let's start there. Use yellow. So I'm looking for any credit cards. So here's credit cards right here. Okay. The other credit cards, here's credit cards here. And then credit cards here. Okay, so there's the credit cards. Okay, so I'm going to add the credit cards together. So 121.74 plus 298.65 plus 171.28. And I want to divide all of that by 3. Okay. So when I do that, 121.74 plus 298.65 plus 171.28 gives me 591.67, and then I divide that answer by 3, which gives me 197.22. Okay, so it actually gives me that. Okay, so you can see that it has like the 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So I round to 2 decimal places because I'm dealing with money. All right, next, it asks me for groceries. So let's see, groceries are here. We'll do them in green. You want to go through and make sure that you've got all the groceries. Car, clothing, gifts, all the groceries. Try to add those together. So 275, 319, and 285.92. Which gives me 879.92, and we're dividing by 3. Gives me 293.31. Again, I'm going to round to the nearest 2 decimal places because I'm dealing with money. Okay. And then the last one I have on here is home repairs. Use pink for that one. Let's see. Home repairs. Let's see. Gasoline, dentist, electricity, baseball game, gift, clothing, car loan, car repair. Okay. So there's nothing in July. Home repair. There's home repairs there. And then there's home repairs here. Okay. So there's no home repairs in July, but there is home repairs in August and September. So when I add them together, 275.68 plus 96.45, and I'm still going to divide this by 3 because I'm still going over 3 months. So 275.68 plus 96.45, and then that is 372.13. I'm dividing by 3. 124.04. You're still spending about an average of $124.04. So you still want to average that in for your monthly expenses. All right, example number 2. Rudy Timmons had a $287.80 average monthly expenditure for groceries during the first quarter of this year. He spent $312.56 in April and $235.40 in May. How much can Rudy spend in June to have the same average as the first quarter? So he wants to have the same average, which is this, the $287.80. He spent $312.56 in April, $235.40 in May, but we don't know what he spent in June. That's what we want to figure out. We're still dividing by 3 months because that's what we're dealing with. Okay, so we're dealing over 3 months, April, May, and June. Okay, so in order to set this up, we've added our monthly expenditures at the top plus our J, which is for June, and divided it by 3 because there's 3 months. And that equals this total of $287.80, that average monthly expenditure that I'm going for. Okay, so in order to get J by itself, I need to multiply by 3. Okay, 3 times $287.80 gives me $863.40, and then subtract by $547.96, which gives me the $315.44. So Rudy can spend $315.44 for groceries in June to stay on this average monthly expenditure. Number 4, your average monthly expenditure for gasoline during the first quarter was $167.70. You spent $147.20 in April and $172.90 in May. How much money can you spend in June to have the same average as in the first quarter? So we're going to go ahead and set this up. So I'm adding 147.20, that's April, plus 172.90, which is May, plus June, which I don't know what that is. Okay, and we're going to divide this by 3. And that equals the 167.70. From here, I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. So when I do that, I get 147.20 plus 172.90 plus J equals 3 times 167.70. And that equals the 167.70 times 3 gives me $503.10. And I'm going to add the 147.20 and the 172.90. Okay, that gives me $320.10 plus J equals 503.10. Now I'm going to subtract 320 from both sides. Okay, which gives me 183. So you can spend $183 on gasoline to keep your average monthly expenditure. All right, so for homework, you have these problems right here, the 5 through 10. So you're going to find the total. So basically, you just add them up and then the average. So whatever your total is, divide by the number of months. So once you add May, June, July, August, September, that's 5 months. So whatever your total is divided by 5. That's how you do these first 5 through 8. 9, you need to work backwards a little bit like we did up here in the second problem. So you're going to add these plus whatever this value is divided by 5, and that's going to equal the 109.09. And then you solve it like we did up here for this one, right? So that is the end of Chapter 2, Lesson 1.